Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from across the world. My name is Omenuko, Emeka Moses of this channel, Omenuko Lifestyle channel. Yesterday, I posted a video. Yesterday was 16th. I posted a video telling the people or my audience that price of foodstuff is reducing. Case study beans going from 3,500 last year to 1,500. Then now some people are even saying it's even selling for like 1,300. I don't know. So then Gary also now from 1,200 currently selling for 600 naira. In some places it was 1,000, and there's a lot of debate about going on about why have the prices reduced. So I made a video listing 8 reasons why price of food will reduce. What might be the reason? Because fuel has not reduced, cost of transportation have not reduced. So I was trying to highlight maybe there are some government policies that are in place, or is the government doing something right? There's a lot of argument about that. But today I stumbled upon a page, Farm Villa Resources. It's on Facebook, Farm Villa Resources. And somebody posted, farmers now beg for urgent 5K. So farmers, how is it going? Last year, 2024, food was very expensive to the extent that we thought, in fact, I personally thought by this year it will be more expensive. As at the time we're buying beans for 3,500, I thought by this time this year we'll be buying the beans for maybe 4,000 or 4,500. So I want to believe a lot of people hoarded beans and thinking that it will go up again so that they can sell. But all of a sudden, there is so much influx of food in the market. Maybe that's what I'm believing that is the reason why the food price crashed. Now, when this person posted this, some people made some reactions. Farmers are now begging for urgent 5K as farm produce sell below cost price. So we want to go now and read reactions. I want us to read reactions of people under this comment. Let's see their reasons. So we'll start with Queen Mercy. Queen Mercy said, foodstuffs are not supposed to be expensive. The government is trying on that aspect and you people are complaining. When it was rising here, you farmers were enjoying it and buyers were wailing in pain. Queen Mercy is saying the government has done well. Probably it's the government, or she has attributed that to the government, saying that when it was expensive, people were complaining, and now the price is dropping. Farmers are not happy, but the people are happy. Okay, so she gave it to the government. Precious Obed said, during okra season, we sold a full basket 2K this year. I cried. I'm sure Precious Obed is a farmer. She said okra season, a basket was sold for 2K. Maybe it was too cheap. Okay, we sold a full basket for 2K this year. I cried. Adeoye Sahid Adekunle said, farmers too should not be holding on to produce for too long in order to create scarcity. This forced the government to take the steps they took in order to crash prices. Wow. So Adeoye is saying government actually did something about it. I've been saying it. Something must have been done. I said whether they opened border, allowing people to import goods, food that were formerly banned. I was saying it, maybe something like that has happened because if there's so much food, or it's either that or the food that was hoarded was too much. I know a lot of people went into farming last year. I know a lot of people went into farming. So probably people are not going to the market to buy because everybody have food they produced by themselves, which is actually a good thing. That's how it's supposed to be. I've been saying it. If everybody goes to farm, prices of foodstuff will drop because everybody will have food, you know. So my screen was getting dark. Adeoye said farmers too should not be holding onto produce for too long. Everybody holding on so that they will sell when the prices go up. Okay, this forced the government to take the step they took in order to crash the prices. Okay, let's see if we can find out what they took, the steps they took. Now, another page, agricultural tips, now said farmers too are not disciplined. When the prices go up, they keep shouting and announcing their huge profits to the whole world. And before you know it, the government build a bad policy against them and everything goes down the drain. Interest in farming activities will be low very soon and the prices will come up again. And the farmers will shout again and the government will come in again and the cycle will continue until the farmers learn how to keep their huge turnovers to themselves. Nothing for them. Oh, okay. So this one is saying farmers have been making a lot of profit when things were very, very high. And they went on to keep talking everywhere that, okay, there's so much profit in farming, we're making so much money. Then the government was forced to do what they did. Maybe coming through some intervention programs, I don't know. Then that has greatly crashed the price. Okay, so farmers should learn to keep quiet when they're making so much money. That's agricultural tips advice. Nwosu Nicholas says, no real farmer can lose. No real farmer can lose. The real losers are the middlemen who hoard and store. Okay. So real farmers, the people that are actually doing the planting are not the ones losing. It's the middlemen who buy from the farmers and push into the market. They buy from the farmers, maybe keep it so that they can sell. They're the losers. Okay. Because you can imagine people that bought a mood of beans for 3,500 last year coming to the market now to sell it. If market price is 1,500, that means they sold it below 1,500 per mudu to the sellers. Hi. That's some huge thing. Oh. Okay, let's see. Kwabai Samuel. Omo, this government have messed my investment up. Imagine farming and saving my pepper only for it to be sold this cheap. Tinubu do this one. So Tinubu have caused wahala here. Tinubu is the one that have caused this problem. Pepper that he bought to and kept have been sold very low. Okay. Then Toluwumi Ogunyemi. Please, I would like to know, how did the government influence the price? This is what everybody have been saying. This is what I have been asking. So then Yusuf Issa responded by giving waiver to importers of agricultural products duty free. So those importing agricultural produce, food and everything that is used in agriculture, they were giving, government gave them free hand to import without taxing, duty free. Wow. No wonder. I've said it. I said it in my video I posted yesterday. Government intervention. Maybe they allowed importers to bring in things without taxation. Maybe they open borders for some goods to come in. That is just the basic reason why there will be food everywhere, making price to drop. Okay, that's a good one. Mohammed Awal, the government policy is bad to the farmers. He's trying to say there will be demoralization amongst farmers and maybe people might not want to farm again. Well, if you're farming to feed your family, just like me, you're not farming for commercial purposes, I don't think this should affect you. Daudu Ugboreho, from which state? You people should be honest for once. Which farm products are selling below cost? Just mention one. Which farm produce are selling below cost price? Just mention one. Okay. That's he's saying farm produce are not selling actually below the cost price. Then Lone Wolf. That's one of the main goals of GMO, to frustrate farmers. Okay. the GMO topic again. Now, one of the reasons why this is happening is because of the GMOs, so that farmers will be frustrated, then the GMO product can come into the market and take over. Who do this one? I don't know. Farmville Resources Center now replied exactly. They replied exactly. Ifeanyi Daniel said, that's why they need to start thinking about exportation and value addition. You know, one of my points in the video I posted yesterday is that maybe there's some of the countries that require importation into their country, that's exports from us to them for farm produce, no longer need our exports. So there's so much food in the country causing the price to drop. Everybody wants to make money. So he's saying they should we should start thinking of about exportation. Maybe sourcing for new regions where we can ship our excess food to, so that the price can come up again in Nigeria. Boss Lawal posted, imagine I still have 30 acres of cassava farm. Now weeds don't full inside. Wow, no money to weed it. Wallahi, I'm just dying of thinking. Maize pack all my money. I did not get my real money, talk less of gain. Wallahi, otisu mi o. The debt is too much for me. That she's owing a lot of money. Throughout the night, I did not sleep. It's the fact most farmers are begging for token cash now. Imagine I also begged too yesterday. My people, when will all this stop? Crop selling is not encouraging at all. Boss Lawal is saying she has 30 acres of cassava she has not even harvested, that is just there lying in state. And she's owing a lot of debt from farming. Goods are not moving. So then Okoro Chidubem responded, Boss Lawal, during dry season, harvest the cassava, dry it and sell it like that. The price of cassava increase every 4 years. The next one will come up around 2027, 2028. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't farm cassava. Ezechigbo Kenneth also responding to Boss Lawal saying, Tinubu's policy will buy this country. All the farm input is high in price, and old Tinubu man is making more effort to further crash the price of farm products without tackling the price of fertilizer and other farm materials. Oh yeah, if you're a Tinubu person watching this, tell Tinubu to tackle price of fertilizers and other farm materials, so that at least the price of the food, which is the final produce, can come down. Here's a Chibo Kenneth. Abdul Gani Robunala Abdul Wahid is saying that's why farmers should develop a safe rag for their produce. I don't know what that is. Also, farmers need to sell beyond the shores of Nigeria market. That's find more countries to export their products to. Learning how to explore foreign markets should also be considered. Nigerians need food accessibility, and people are yearning for cheap foodstuffs in the market. Government is doing everything possible to crash the price. We want farmers not to run into loss, and we also want food prices cheaper in the market. So how do we balance the reality? Abdul Gani is talking about balancing. How do we balance the cost of production, and so that farmers too will also have something for themselves? That's a very thoughtful one. Akintan Akinyele Joshua is replying to agricultural tips, not because they announced it. Since Nigerians are using the price of food to judge the government's performance on the economy, so things like this will definitely happen. He's saying Nigerians are criticizing the government for bad policies, saying, okay, food prices are high. So Nigerians are saying the government is doing poorly. Now the government is actually looking for a way to solve that problem by crashing the price of food. And now Nigerians are complaining that the government will always do something to redeem themselves. So I think that's all I have for today. There are more reactions there on that page, Farmville Resources. on Facebook. You can go check it out. So you that are watching, what do you think? What do you say to all these reactions? Let me see it on the comment section. Thank you. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment